Okay, I'm back. Okay. Got myself some tea. This shall help me. This shall give me the strength, the power that I need to survive. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We got a list, the GM as our next author. Looks like they wrote an 01, a simple toy maker. Unsure if I read that one when I started reading the SCPs. I'm unsure about that. But if I haven't, then this shall be the very first SCP over there that I get to read. And we get to see the name a few more times in Series 4. A few more times. Yeah. Actually, I would like to know if there's like a... Nope. No dates here to tell me if they... When that came out, that 01. Oh well. Off the Rails is their name. Alright, let me just... hold the T. Real quick. And... once that reaches... that minute right there. Yes, there we go. Lifting the T. Lifting it. Stowing. Back away. Bacon neighbors features. So first of all, Euclid. Class Blam, risk class Caution. Bacon name procedures guards posing as game wardens are to keep -A under observation. Civilians are to be warned away, citing the presence of unstable sinkholes, and any that manage access to -B or C are to be amnesticized and escorted out the area. Description: SCP-3053 is a 3-part spatial anomaly located in a wooded area approximately 7 kilometers southwest of Broken Cliff, MO, USA. MO. No idea. -A is an abandoned boxcar that bears the markings of the now defunct Missouri and North Arkansas Railroad Company. Though, is it supposed to be Missouri? Though investigation of the remaining records of the company have not thus far directly corroborated ownership. The M&NA was in operation from 1906 till 1946 and connected Joblin MO to Helena AR. The construction of -A and testing of trace substances suggested it was used to carry mining supplies alongside shipments of lead and zinc. It is unknown how it reached to its current location, as no known configuration of the M&A line passed through the area, and all attempts to relocate -A since its discovery have failed. -B is an extra-dimensional space accessible via using -A in a manner to an airlock. Entering from the east and exiting through the west. Travel going to the opposite direction without both doors being closed for 30 seconds simultaneously, or involving the western door being opened by the door being opened from the outside will result in the failure to access -B. The space comprising -B is approximately 4,000 meters squared, with an unknown height and depth. It resembles a clearing on the western side of -A in baseline reality. Save for the additions of -C, all attempts to exit the area in way other than traveling back through -A will cause the traveler to demanifest and reappear on the opposite side of -B. -C is a two-story mortared limestone house centered located within -B. The interior and several facets of the exterior of the building are constructed of oak that is in severe disrepair. 3 drone explorations of -C's interior have been carried out with no significant incidents. See document 3-09A for transcriptions of exploration logs 3053/01 till 3. A manned exploration has been scheduled for 2006 first. Addendum 1. Yeah, still pretty hot. Exploration 3053-04 was carried out as scheduled and has been further designated incident/1. Access to relevant logs is restricted to security level 3/3053 or higher until further notice. And then you have the access exploration log 3053/04. Base team. Junior researcher Dr. Alex Maccabi with 2 members of MTF Delta 10 Hellbillies on standby. Exploration Team D 2172. Forward D2172 was provisioned with a Class D tactical vest, a body cam, a radio earpiece with throat microphone, a headlamp, and a Class D air mask. Begin log. Body cam activates showing the front of dash C. Okay, mic check. Check. Mic is good. 72 camera appears to be working too, but can you give us a quick hello? D2172 open hand appears in frame, rapidly moves up and down. Camera is also good, thank you. Proceed to dash C. D2172 approaches dash C's front entrance. The wooden door is still open from previous drone exploration, revealing a darkened interior. Copy that. Operation get inside the spooky house as it goes, sir. Irreverence. Please keep the commentary at least somewhat professional. 72 we're all on the clock here. No props, just shaking out some nerves. Understandable, but keep it on the wraps. The drones still didn't show anything immediately. Threatening is inside, so you should be didn't show anything immediately threatening inside. So you should be perfectly safe. D2172 steps through the doorway into dash C's interior and stops. The only source of illumination is light coming from the open doorway and between the slots of 2 boarded up windows. Some small plumes of dust flow through the beams of light. Aside from a few missing boards, the floor is mostly intact. The far walls cannot be seen clearly, but a roughly made wooden table can be seen on the left hand side of the frame. Other less discernible objects are concealed by the darkness. Yeah, well, maybe whatever is in here just doesn't like the taste of drones. Please turn on your lamp and proceed. D2172's headlamp illuminates the room as she steps further in and turns left. Roger, welcome. Now, what we see here is what is colloquially known as a kitchen, complete with a dining table, counter, wood burning stove, and pantry. Table looks a little rickety, scuffed up, but not too bad. Stove has a couple of rusty cast iron skillets sitting on top and a dust remains of a fire inside. If you clean this up, you could probably get a good 1,000 for it easy. We're not here to sell potential anomalous antiques. Check the pantry. Sure thing. D2172 opens the pantry, revealing several shelves that are empty, save for small mounds of dust and 7 broken jars with black substance lining the interiors. Oh, gross. Got some canning jars, looks like. I can take the mask off and give him a sniff of your nest nicely, but I'm thinking even the mole here is dead. And you know, I really don't want to do it. That's fine, just get samples and just get a sample and let's move on. D2172 pulls out a sample collection kit from her vest and takes scrapings from the inside of each jar. Okay, off to the living room. We got a bust-up remains of a couch, food portraits on the wall, faded to the just about nothing, fireplace full of dead leaves, one of the old-timey radios which does not seem to work. No surprise. I'm sure they ain't paid the electricity bill in a while. The walls are busted up worse than here than in the kitchen. A lot of the board have been torn down, so I can see some of the stone on the other side. And oh hey, this is hay sticking out. One of the drones already got a sample in its sage brush. It was used for insulation. Neat. Learn something new every. Silence for 5 seconds. Is the problem 72? Whispering. Okay. Just heard something upstairs. Like kids like kids laughing or something. You there ain't nobody else here? Reasonably certain. Yes, we didn't pick up anything on our end. This may be an unforeseen hallucinatory effect. Please proceed to the 2nd floor. Yeah, okay. Permission to get the hell out of here instead? Denied. Well, shit. Ah, there we go. I can feel the power of the tea. D2172 moves slowly towards the door on the back wall of the room. When she reaches the open door frame, she pauses momentarily, scans the wood of the frame with the body cam and points emphatically at the several small cuts in the wood. Each cut is accompanied by a copy that reads Mary or Dorothy and bears dates from the 1930s and 1930s. The D2172 then points emphatically upward. An interesting hypothesis. Let's see if it bears out. D2172 gives the body cam a thumbs up gesture, then proceeds into the back room of the house. Assorted boxes, bags, and loose items are stacked and strewn around the room. D2172 reaches down, picks up a rusty shovel with a broken handle, and hefts it before turning to the stairs. Be careful, 72. Killing, injuring, or otherwise disrupting an unstudied anomaly may prolong your service time with the Foundation. The stairs creak slightly as D2172 ascends to the upper floor of the house. Her headlamp is the only remaining light source visible. She steps into a hallway with doors lining the right-hand wall and slowly moves to the closest doorway. Audio picks up the sound of 2 voices at this point. Analysis identify both voices as belonging to female people present, but cannot discern any of the words spoken. D2172 moves into the room and looks around until she spots the 2 shadowy, vaguely defined humanoid figures standing in the corner. They previously heard voices stop as the humanoid turned their heads to reveal that they have iris and pupilless eyes, but no other distinct facial features. Ugh. Holy shit. Are you guys seeing this? Yes, just stay there for a moment and... D2172 kneels and sets down the shovel, stretching her arms out of the humanoids. Hey, girls, it's okay, don't be afraid. Look, nothing in my hands, nothing on my sleeves. 72 does not a recommended course of action. No, it's cool, I'm just talking to a friend of mine. He's a doctor. Are you all okay? How'd you get in here? 72, exactly what are you seeing? 1 second, kids. Hey, yeah, you said you could see him, right? It's just a couple of the image shutters for 2 seconds, accompanied by an explosive sound emanating from elsewhere in SCP-3053. D2172 turns away from the humanoids, presumably to look through the doorway. What the hell? 72, what's happening? Talk to us. I don't know, sounded like a train wreck. Look, I'm gonna get these kids out of here. Hey. Hey. D2172 turns back towards the humanoids. Child 1 has crawled up into a broken section of the wooden wall and is reaching down to help Child 2 up onto the same perch. Girls, hey, not there, let's go. Child 2 steps in the broken wood and both humanoids step through the limestone wall going to melt into the mortar. Okay, what the fuck? D2172 respond. Yeah, sorry, that was weird. Yes, but that's why we're here. We need you to focus and get back on task. Can you do that? Yeah. I can do that. Okay, exploration. Gonna check the other rooms up here. See what where the noise comes from. Find the girls again on it. Thank you, 72. D2172 picks up the broken shovel and moves back into the hallway. He turns to the right and stops. Another humanoid figure, similar in composition to Child 1 and Child 2, but taller, stands hunched over in the middle of the hall. Not good. Shit. Hey there, lady. What is she saying? That she's sorry about something? I don't know. Hey, just slow down. What the fuck? The view from the body cam lifts up and tilts forward as D2172 shouts out in distress. D2172 is thrown violently to one side. The camera feed is going dead for 1 second upon impact with the wall. The view lifts back into its previous position and moves rapidly forward until another impact with the floor in front of woman 1. D2172 either rolls over or is rolled over until the ceiling fills the camera view. Presumably the latter, as D2172 has ceased all vocalization. Now I think about it, has Nuclear 5 uploaded anything? And is assumed unconscious at this point. Woman 1, another humanoid lean over D2172 from opposite sides. The other humanoid speaks as its garbled voice, deep and aggressive. Both humanoids lean down and pick D2172 up, carrying her between them. Proceed down the stairs and into the storage room, whereupon D2172 resumes movement and vocalization, struggling against the humanoids. Holy Jesus, fuck! D2172. What is your status? My status? The humanoids carry D2172 into the main area of the house. As D2172 attempts to twist out of the grass, they approach the table in the kitchen area. Try speaking to them, ask them what they want. Damn it, they're going... D2172 is cut off as she is lifted into the air and thrown down on the table. Man 1 leans over, hovering one hand in the air as its finger shifts into the shape of scalpels. Oh shit. Oh no. That is not good. That is the opposite of good. It reaches down out of frame and D2172 cries out in pain when the male humanoid brings its hand back into frame. Its fingers are covered in blood and small strips of flesh on its palm. It's holding its hand up to its face, and despite its lack of an oral cavity, appears to ingest the strips and lick the blood from its fingers. Oh no, they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat the D-class. Fuck you, you son of a fucking bitch. D2172 attempts to punch the humanoid, but her arm is caught by woman 1. Side 272 has issues a mission abort. Hang tight, 72, we're coming to get you. At this time, MTF D10 by B1 and MTF D10 B4 leave exploration base and prepare to enter -A. Man number 1 reaches down to cut into D2172 a second time, but makes a sudden vocalization of distress as it collapses. D2172 pulls her arm away from woman 1 and rolls off the table. As she stands up and reorients herself towards the front door, Child 1 and Child 2 come briefly into view as they are crawling on top of Man 1, who is attempting to move them. D2172 runs unsteadily out the door into -B. Okay, keep going. 72 Bravo 1-4 will meet you at dash A. D2172 continues running toward the boxcar for 5 seconds and slows and comes to a stop. She turns back towards dash C. No, I got it. Negative. D2172. Do not return to dash C. I repeat, do not return. Mission is aborted. If you do this, Bravo will be recalled. Then recall him. She probably felt so cool saying that. Then recall him, and then she's gonna die. D2172 removes her earpiece and proceeds to run back towards dash C. She enters through the front door without slowing down. Through the body cam footage becomes distorted with her rapid movement. Frame by frame, analysis show man number 1 standing at the table holding down child 2 and preparing to cut into it. Woman number 1 is seated in the corner holding child unprotectively. Man 1 looks up as D2172 runs toward him, jumps up and on the edge of the table and tackles him. Fucking brave as hell. Very brave of you. Footage cuts out of approximately 10 seconds. When it returns, D2172 is rising up from the floor. Man 1 can be seen at the edge of the frame doing the same. D2172 turns to the stove, picks up one of the cast iron skillets and turns back to the male humanoid. He reaches out as she approaches, but she hits its hand away with the skillet. Fuck you. D2172 uses the skillet to hit man number 1 in the side of the face and on top of the head. He reaches out again and grabs D2172's vest, lifting her up into the air. A sound presumed to be the skillet hitting the floor can be heard as D2172 grasps the humanoid's arm with one hand and punches it with the other. The humanoid slashes at her with his fingers, causing a thin line of blood to streak across her camera lens. This is a brutal fight right here, intensified. D2172 lifts her lower body and wraps her legs around man number 1 and neck. Caught off balance, the humanoid falls to the ground. D2172 releases it and crawls over the dropped skillet. He picks it up, stands and turns back to man number 1. The humanoid has likewise regained its footing and is stepping back from D2172. Yeah, try me, bitch. I listen to you, old lady, man. The male humanoid pauses for 6 seconds, staring at D2172, then backs up slowly. D2172 follows it until it reaches a breach in the living area wall. Without looking back, it steps up into the breach and melts into the mortar. D2172 turns back to the other humanoids. Jesus wept. Are you alright? Are you okay? D2172. Okay, good. Good. Fuck. Alright. Look, lady, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but you can't just let that dude do shit like this. I know that's kind of harsh, but damn. 8 seconds of silence. Jeez, that's I'm sorry, that's messed up. Look, the people I'm working for, well, I don't know if it would be much, but I'll see what I can get from them to do for you, okay? Look, I gotta go. Yeah, sure, kid. You're welcome. D2172 puts the skillet on the table and leaves dash C. After she cycles through dash A, MTF B1, B4 take her into custody and shut off the body cam. This is probably the most bravest D-class we have gotten in a while. Someone who actually is willing to like go back into the danger zone and be like, I have things to fix. There are things I have to do. Which is really rare that the D-class will do that. Okay, access interview log number 1. Interviewee D2172. Interviewer Dr. Class Supervisor Donald Kennedy, accompanied by security officer The vent interview was conducted approximately 6 hours after the conclusion of exploration number 4. Begin log D2172 is seated in an interrogation table. Bandages are visible on her neck and the right side of her face. Her hands are manacled to the table. Oh, okay. Supervisor Kelly walks in and sits opposite D2172. Officer Wren stands by the door. D2172, I'm Supervisor Kelly. I'm here to speak with you regarding incident /1. Yeah, that's the thing that happened at the house? Correct. Where's Dr. McCarby? Dr. McCarby is currently occupied with his own inquest. You're talking with me now, D2172. Do you remember the specifics regarding your compensation for working here? There's 6 seconds of silence. Allow me to refresh your memory. You volunteered for this position. In return for your cooperation in testing anomalies, you have time removed from your sentence at Broken Cliff Penitentiary. When you disobey orders, when you unduly endanger yourself or others, or when you intentionally disrupt the research being carried out, you are breaking the agreement that your position here is based upon. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Given your past record with us, as well as the ability to display during Incident 1, I'm forced to admit that under other circumstances, you may have been offered an E-class position at the end of your volunteer period. You might have even been released entirely from your prison sentence and become a fully instated Foundation employee. Perhaps a field agent or security officer like Mr. Wendt here. But given your recent actions, you will be remaining D-class, assuming we don't simply cut you loose and send you back to the penitentiary with a few extra years appended to your stay here. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Do you really? I'm not sure of that. 72, I want you to listen to me. You did not simply endanger your own life with this stunt. You have jeopardized all future personnel who interact with SCP-3053 and the entities inside. -C1 was already hostile, but before you went and pissed it off, you may have at least been able to manage it. You might have been inciting it to expand its presence, maybe even leave SCP-3053. Do you understand what that means? D2172? If some kid over in Broken Cliff gets his leg chopped off in the middle of the night, and that's on you. That's on your head. Do you really understand? Do you really have any idea what you've done? 10 seconds of silence. Yeah, I understand. I understand that you're full of shit. I understand that all you've got to throw at me right now is that what you fear might happen. I also understand what I actually did. You wanna know what the kids and the mom told me? How is this in any way relevant, D2172? They told me what happens to them every day. That big motherfucker, SCP number whatever the hell you called him, he said that, man. And he catches those two little girls every day. That's done for like 80 years now. He catches them every fucking day and he eats them. And he and he makes the mom help. Jesus Christ, dude. Every single day, so fuck him and fuck you. D2172 raises both of the middle fingers at Supervisor Kelly. Because they didn't get eaten today. End log. Wow. The interview was concluded as D2172 refused to cooperate any further. She was subdued and placed in lockdown in her dorm pending a full decision regarding her continued employment as a member of the class personnel. Employment as a member, huh? I don't think they're really that employed because doesn't employment usually include being paid? Full redesignation of SCP-3053 components and an update of SCP-3053 containment procedures are currently in progress. Further exploration of Dash C has been indefinitely suspended. Ooh. But we already saw that he wanted to eat like the D-class himself, herself, you know. The father figure was like, oh, let me have a good snack, and then the moment she left and came back, we saw that he was like working on one of the children, which is pretty messed up. Pretty messed up that he was trying to eat his own children. Not even trying to, he has done it. He has done it. Who knows how many times he has done it by now. If it's like a daily thing or a weekly thing, who knows. Maybe the tea is not helping that much, to be honest. Because I'm still feeling the tiredness. And you know how I am. I don't not want to read when I'm tired, because then I end up with like a 2980s again, where I'm just like, ugh. So we're gonna check how long the next SCP is, and then maybe we have to sadly we'll see how I feel, but we maybe have to like call it a short stream. It makes sense. I shouldn't have drank the monster anyway. I should have just chilled normally and then went to bed at a normal time. Then I would have had enough energy for this. And I will read the other 5 off stream, of course, because at the end we gotta do 10. Also, I just now realized oh, interesting. I just now saw this, like the Battle of Samantha Masters, and it's here we have like 23147 and 32843147. Okay, so is this like connected to some other stuff then? I guess did not see that before. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. If I feel that exhaustion keep hitting me, because I felt it hitting me throughout this one, not as bad as before, but still, I rather just go to bed and then read offline and then prepare the videos. I also now realize how streaming next week might not be possible at all, because getting a haircut on Wednesday evening, and Thursday I'm going back up to the mountains. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah. I might be a problem because of mirror's edges. Well, we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Alright.